Sweet.
You're gonna do a little pop thing?
Yeah, I forgot about this. Welcome everybody to Gaggle of Geeks, a very special Gaggle of Geeks, a special Patrick Beatty Reviews episode. We've got Chaz with me. Chaz is a fellow reviewer over in Utah. You're gonna check out all of his stuff down below. I'll link everything. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Open your mouth. Is that you, Regal? Oh my God, what did you do to your face? Don't worry about what's on his face. He's with me now, you little f.
And with this whole quarantine, it's got me thinking about the past.
Toby.
And I hear you've got this big, long reel that is dying to be shown.
Look.
What?
Things, Chaz. Long time no see.
Dude, I feel
Are you not upset about the-
I feel
Let me
violated.
Let me give you a hint. Remember this?
Yes.
Hello. My stepdaughter's got problems because her real father's a world-class asshole. And every moment I got, I'm chasing guys like you.
You're chasing me, and you got to move when I move. How do you expect to keep a family? Yeah, I'm dancing.
That creepy caterpillar mustache face. That creepy caterpillar mustache face.
You're back here in Hollywood making movies right now because of us! I'm on the phone with every studio at night! We are creating thousands of jobs,
Dude, who are you?
Hey,
Natalie, who is this?
it's okay.
Hey, there's some strange weird dude in here. I don't like. I need an adult.
Ew.
Hi.
Dude.
Hi. Well,
Dude,
I
who
heard
are
you
you?
guys were geeking about some stuff, so I have some ideas. Have you seen Fast 9? Oh no. What is up, my Gaggle of Geeks? Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Nice! We're gonna be like the DNC this week. Yeah!
Roll call.
Roll call. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Gaggle of Geeks. Ugh, I messed my throat up with that roar. I am, of course, your host. Joined with me, my co-host Chaz.
What up?
You're our captain of the ship, Natalie, controlling all the buttons and keys, getting us moving, and of course, Filthy Frank, who is laying down at the bottom on the carpet, just enjoying life. Eventually, we'll get more cameras in again, and we'll start showcasing just how talented he is. Look what he's able to do.
I wish I
He
could
can
lay like that.
He can lay on his side, completely legs open, ready to face the world.
Looks like
no
he's getting
shame.
a tan from that light. Like a little tanning booth.
Yeah. Chaz, anything special about this episode? I have no idea.
I keep thinking about it, but I just keep going through everything we've done.
Why would you be thinking about that? It's not like this is our 100th episode. What? It's our 100th episode, everybody.
Wow.
It actually happened. We hit 100 episodes of Gaggle of Geeks. This has been running since 2019. It's crazy that we have gotten this far, and we will talk more about that later. In fact, we're going to talk about it right now. Let's go ahead and flip it to the segment that we all know and love. That is,
It's Gaggle of Geeks. What are you geeking about?
What are you geeking about, buddy?
I'm geeking about 100 episodes of pure chaos and uncomfortability and rising to weird challenges that we set for ourselves, and just a cool evolution of a friendship that started by just you being an internet troll, Chaz.
Was I trolling?
That's how it started. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't remember trolling, but
You were absolutely a troll. Nat, do you remember? Let's get the objective point of view here. Nat, you remember the first time I started mentioning that there was somebody on my Facebook page that kept contradicting everything I was saying.
Yes, I do recall. It was like Patrick would just come in and be like, there's this guy Chaz, he just keeps commenting on my stuff. And then one day he was like, Chaz and I are going to a movie together. And then Patrick came home from the movie, and I remember I was upstairs and Patrick came like running up and he was like, Chaz is coming over. And I was like, okay, guess we're having a friend over. And then he became one of our best
we were
friends.
frenemies at that point. I didn't trust you.
you didn't trust me.
I didn't trust you. That's why I made you sit all the way on the other side. No, it's not true. So,
We were on complete opposite sides of that theater.
right. Well, you were saying Rise of Skywalker was good, and I was saying it was bad.
Yeah,
Right.
my opinion has since kind of changed.
But we decided let's hash this out watching it on the big screen, chump.
Yep.
And so we both met each other for the first time. Obviously, there's not a height difference between us, so I wasn't horrified immediately. I'm just kidding.
Nope, I got out of my car and I had to like look down immediately, be like, "Oh, there he is."
Oh, hey, whoa! Oh, it was like when Arnold met Danny DeVito.
Pretty much.
Yep, we're the multiverse version of twins. So anyway, we go into the theater. We have to get seats on opposite sides because it was opening week, I believe. And once it was over, I don't know. I was just like, well, this might be good for content. I think that was probably the biggest thing. It was like, well, good for content. Now we can actually talk about something. And I'd been tinkering around with like it had I already left StubHub by that point?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I had left StubHub and working there, we did a lot of weird stuff in my garage with green screen.
Yeah.
That sentence doesn't make sense. StubHub's about ticket sales. So
Yeah.
why we were in my garage filming things that you're gonna have to ask my boss, who's very fun to do stuff with. But I was like, we could still use this for something. So I bring you over. Yep. I run up to Nat. I go, hey, Chaz is coming over. But she's used to me running up with random things. I've come in with animals. I've come in with all types of stuff. And we bring you in and we have our first spoiler discussion. And I called it Gaggle of Geeks. I forgot I called it Gaggle of Geeks right there too.
Did you?
Yeah, I had done 2 episodes before, as far as I can recall.
Yeah.
There had been 2 where it was just me trying to talk, doing a podcast. They only lasted like 28 minutes for each one. So I would consider the spoiler view probably the first actual one.
Yeah.
The other ones, you know how like Simpsons had the Saturday morning cartoon
Yeah,
thing?
it's like a pilot.
Like it was a part of a different show.
Yeah, yeah.
So pretty much that. But what was your side of this? Why did you agree to meet me in a theater? Do you think we were gonna fight?
No,
Oh,
I just
I
was
was ready
like,
to fight you.
no, because I was off a little high of getting a short film done in college and all that stuff, right?
Is this the award-winning one?
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, I can potentially network more with more people. So it was like more of a networking thing.
Oh, you picked the wrong guy for that.
Nah, because we got a beautiful friendship that blossomed.
Oh, we did. We awesome blossomed.
We did.
We awesome blossomed.
Thinking about it now, I'm like, I didn't know him. He invited me over to his garage.
Yeah, I did.
Serial killer,
agreed.
dude.
And there was a lot of tarp everywhere.
There was a lot of tarp.
Yeah, it was green tarp, but it was tarp nonetheless. It was taped on the walls like a crazy person.
And correct me
I
if I'm
didn't even have a green screen. It was tablecloth,
Yep.
green tablecloth
Yep.
that I had scotch taped to the garage wall. What were we doing?
well, and we used the actual lav mics for it too, right? Like you hooked me up and stuff.
We might have, but I think I was using multiple audios.
Were you?
So I think one of them had a shotgun mic. From what it sounded like, it sounded different for each shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're after that meeting when you came home, were you like, this is a lifelong friend that I hope to grow a meaningful podcast with.
Yeah, I was just like, I have a lot of fun.
That was what you were thinking?
Yeah.
No.
I had a lot of fun.
Were you like, that little boy is silly?
No, I was like, oh, it's just two grown men talking about Star Wars like kids.
Mm-hmm. I don't think many people start podcasts like that
No,
on like a blind date
it was
type
a
situation.
out of the blue kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. And it did blossom from there. And Nat was actually talking about your camera presence, I guess. Do you want to tell him?
Yeah, no, as I was going through your old videos, it was just cool to see you like get more comfortable in front of the camera. It's like in the first couple episodes, you could tell that you were kind of like, "Ugh, I don't know."
Yeah.
And then like you slowly got more comfortable and more like outrageous. And now you're here.
Now I'm here.
Was that due to pressure? Did I make you do weird things?
No, it's just being in front of the camera because
Like
I'm
gonna
used to
get-
being behind the camera, right?
Yeah.
And I'm also not used to hearing my voice either. So I was kind of nervous about how it would sound, but eventually, as you know, you kind of just get used to it.
Yeah. I don't know if you 100% get used to. It's not a getting used to. It's. I guess there's a difference between comfort and used to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's never comfortable, but
Like-
you're used to doing it.
Like I remember the camera was there, right? But like the camera right here, it's right there, but
Right.
I think we're doing a good job kind of ignoring that it's on.
I'm looking. I look right into your eyes, Chaz, as often as I can.
Hey, I look
100
into
episodes.
I look into your
One-
soul.
100 episodes.
No, what's really cool too, dude, is we met right before COVID became like an actual official thing.
Right.
And then we somehow kept the podcast going through COVID, not knowing how to navigate that at all.
We wanted to keep it going though.
Yeah.
Like, and that's another thing. Jay is gonna have to come in after Jay's hot takes, which of course we've got another one, and it is revealed who the winner is, and it's a surprise for me, that's for sure. We started out with just one camera, right?
Yep.
Like we were trying to do it with one camera.
Yep.
And the evolution of the show got weirder and weirder the further down we went. Because first it was pretty much just like, it's kind of what we're doing right now, like a few news topics and then some reviews of things. But then we went down different roads. We ended up doing full movie breakdowns of like decades in film.
Yeah.
We did watch along stuff. We still haven't done this yet. Oh, I don't know. Did we do a live show somewhere remotely?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's got to be our thing for this year.
That's a goal.
Yep, a remote live show would be really fun. Oh well, we did Comic-Con.
We did do Comic-Con, yeah.
I mean, sorry, FanX. Woo.
Same thing.
Yep, we did FanX, and we did, and that was crazy because it was the rock paper scissors battle during the pandemic.
Were you surprised how many people actually showed up to that?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, more people than have ever watched us. So
Yeah,
it was
they probably
very
didn't
fun
know
to
who
be
we
like,
were.
whoa.
They saw rock, paper, scissors sold.
Yep. And I think we had good prizes for them. That was really fun.
That was really fun.
I wonder if we'll ever want to do a FanX one again. Would you ever do another FanX panel?
Maybe.
Or would you rather be a part of other panels? Like, because we could, I don't think the right approach should be going into like FanX or anything for that matter, being like, well, it's Gaggle of Geeks. That's what you're selling.
Yeah.
Like, we need to come in with an idea.
Yep.
And then it's like presented by us.
Yep.
And we are Gaggle of Geeks that do it.
Yeah.
So we could do a Denis Villeneuve panel.
We could.
We could do a Dune one. Like, you could lead a Dune one that would pretty much rock because you'd have a lot of knowledge on it.
Oh, I don't really, but
We could do one for like we could just bring in one of our game shows, like the trailer, like guess the trailer stuff, and like
we could.
yeah, there's a lot. Movie court. They kind of did a movie court over there. I remember they had like a setup courtroom on the floor, and like people would make arguments about movies on it.
That could
It
be
was
really
a couple
fun.
years ago, but
That could be
I
fun.
thought that was interesting.
Yeah, That could be fun. Here's the thing too, dude. I never thought I would be able to be on a panel of sorts in FanX ever. That was not my bucket list, and it became a thing. It was a really good experience.
Yeah.
We went places.
We're
gone places.
going places. 101 coming up next. Anything else? What do you think of when you think about 100 episodes?
I think about how ambitious and out of the box we were thinking to one we do this live, right?
Mhm.
The fact we do it live is kind of nutty because there's no reason to actually be doing it live, like when other podcasts are able just to pre-record and put it out on a schedule, right?
Yeah.
But we stick to this live schedule, and it forces us, especially when we want to do skits or sketches or whatever, right? We fully commit to it and have to plan it way in advance, kind of like SNL.
Well, we were doing it like SNL, and we were also doing live sketches too.
Yeah.
Those ones we still have not cracked.
No. We will.
They would go up in flames every time, and it was really funny.
But that's part
Like
of the
that
joy.
alien bit that failed
But
horribly.
that was part of the joy, though.
No, because we froze. Like the screens froze for
Oh.
the entire thing. Like there was always technical problems that precluded us from being able to do what we wanted. But now we're able to do a lot more, at least in terms of we have a lot more areas to do stuff with.
A lot more areas. I also remember just how hot your garage would get and how you had to cool it down by getting the garage door wet. And
yeah, you get a towel, you fill it up with bathtub water, with cold bathtub water.
Yeah.
And then you wet the wall. You just throw it against the garage door, and that cools it for 30 seconds, and then it goes right back up.
But
it actually worked though.
Yeah. It did work.
Did.
And my favorite thing to think about is how your main hub was in what I call the hobbit room of your old place, right?
Yeah.
Because
we have to explain that. So it wasn't technically considered a room because a room needs to have a closet. So this was it was kind of a attic that had you'd open the door and up to to your knees, but to my neck was some steps that you can climb up.
Yeah.
And then it was like a half a room pretty much. And for some reason I put all of my hot equipment, computer stuff in there and tried to do Gaggle Geeks. You'll see it in its. I actually thought the room looked really good for what we were trying to do. But yeah, that was definitely during most of the pandemic stuff.
Yeah. And what I love about it though is when we're in the garage, you always had a long cable running or cables running from that room all the way to the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was always Nat always coming in, stepping over the cords, and it was just pure chaos at your place every time we were trying to film
we
the
still
podcast.
have cables all over the place.
Yeah, but this is more contained than what it was.
Just wait for it. Oh, we're bringing it all back.
Let's go.
I want it all back.
So I just have a lot of fun memories.
Mm-hmm. Well, and not only just with me and you, but we've had many guests on the show.
A lot of guests.
We need to start shouting out some of those people.
Yeah.
And actually, to tee that up, we actually have got a few videos of people wanting to say thank you for 100 episodes. Nat, do you want to roll it?
Hey, Rich Bonladucci here, congratulating Gaggle of Geeks on their 100th episode. That is awesome. Be even better if you had me on it sometime. What?
Hey, Geeks. Wow, 100 episodes is crazy. Great work.
Hey, Gaggle of Geeks. Happy 100 episodes. It's been awesome to see how far you guys have come, and just love watching your guys' episodes every week, talking about all the awesome movies and TV shows going on right now. So, happy 100 episodes, and looking forward to another 100.
When's Snoop D-O Double G going to be on you, Pod B? 100 more episodes, baby.
Congrats to my friends over at the Gaggle of Geeks podcast on 100 episodes. That is something to be super proud of. It's no easy task. You know, they say that podcasts don't tend to last more than 6 episodes. So look what you've done, 100 episodes. That's a huge, huge achievement. So congratulations.
Hey, it's me, Mark Zuckerberg. Just wanted to wish you a happy 100 episodes. Flug on my geeks.
Happy 100th episode to Gaggle of Geeks. To both you, Chaz, and Patrick, I'm so happy for you. I wish nothing but the best.
Quite frankly, Gaggle of Geeks reaching 100 is the best thing to happen to this country.
Way to go, Gaggle of Gays. I mean Geeks. Where am I? Is that breakfast sausage?
Hey, Gaggle of Geeks. Congratulations on 100 fantastic episodes. 100 episodes is no easy feat, and there is no one more deserving of it than the two of you. Button mashing really couldn't have been what it was without you, so we are eternally grateful for that. Seriously, congratulations. Very well deserved. Here's to 100 more.
Hey, it's me, MJ. I never died. Great job, Geeks, on 100 episodes.
Gaggle of Geeks, you're breathtaking.
Hey, Chaz. Hey, Patrick. It's Craig from Matt and the Heroes. And I just wanted to thank you guys for coming on the cast-off and coming on the podcast when you can. But I really wanted to congratulate you on 100 episodes of Gaggle of Geeks, because just doing one episode can be a grind. So to get 100 out, that is a huge milestone. And I'm sure you have plenty more in you, because it's podcasting, it's the internet. You're never done. You're never done. You'll never, ever be done.
100 episodes, oh yeah, baby, woo.
Congratulations, Patrick. You passed that kidney stone. That's not easy.
Congratulations, Patrick.
Give us an applause sound effect. Oh, it's not really our birthday, but it's our 100 episode day.
Sorry, I forgot to push it earlier, so I'm pushing it now.
Here, let's throw up that soundboard. We've got like little to no sound effects hitting, and that's, if anything, Gaggle of Geeks is sound effects. We are a sound effects driven podcast.
We are,
where we try to attack with the truth and with the sound effects that I deem worthy to attack people with.
Shut your f***ing mouth. That's not exactly what you mean.
Have we talked about what your favorite sound effect is, like, on air?
I think it was all three of us right now. We were all talking about what our favorite sound effects are.
Yeah.
But I need to see the buttons to press them.
I just love that one where she's like, "I'm trying to help you."
It's a pretty classic one.
I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Yes. That one's fun.
Well, and that she is so like, you know who that is, right? What the video is? Did I ever show the original videos?
Is it the Walmart lady freaking out?
The Walmart Karen.
Yeah.
Like this was pre-pandemic, I think. Like right before.
You motherfucking accuser!
Yeah, where she, just tons of swearing, and she was like, "The Lord," and when you add that in with very religious, it's just, well, now you got yourself a good soup.
Yep.
Crazy soup.
That's some good stuff right there.
But let's thank the people that sent us those videos so much for first being a part of the show, second for being willing to still send stuff over, still continue to watch. Rich wants to be on the show, but I didn't like being called out like that, and I think there's a little bit of drama and tension with me and Rich I need to solve.
What's this drama?
Rich, we have asked you every week to come on the show.
Yeah, Rich.
Every week. And now you're going to sit here and give me this? You're going to give me this? On our 100th episode? Who do you think you are? I'm going to touch my chest this time.
Gaggle of Geeks.
Buy merch, jerk. What did you do? I am not a fan of him putting us on blast for that. So, Rich, if you have something to say it to our face.
Mic drop.
Kamala. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I just want to do a nice shout out to Mark Zuckerberg, Snoop Dogg, and
that's not who that was. Tom Anderson.
Oh, Tom Anderson, right?
Yeah,
and then
he invented Spotify.
RFK Jr.
I know, right? we have some big gets. I'm not a fan of him being all right leaning. I'm pretty sure we made our politics very clear during all of this. But man, MJ coming back from the dead, just
our
inspiring.
Show was that powerful to revive him.
Fun fact, not CG.
Really?
Yep. Necromancy.
Love it.
Yep, exactly.
Movies are missing out.
Thank
James
you to Rachel.
Gunn
Thank you to No, we're done with fake people, real people. Rachel, you were great. Nate, for all the things you did with button mashing, everybody that was a part of button mashing,
Yep.
which they had many guests on.
Julie,
Emily Fox, who was a longtime fan, and
Don't
of
forget
course
about Alan.
Jay. Alan.
Yep.
Yep, longtime fan. He was like one of our first Patreon people.
Was he really?
Oh yeah.
That Alan.
Who else? Was there anybody else in the video?
I think you got everyone in the video.
Cool. Oh crap. There was someone that I missed in the video also. Craig.
Oh,
From Matinee.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how Craig's doing.
I think he actually had COVID. It was his birthday a couple days ago. But dang it. Well, that stinks. We're going to edit that in post. So you already saw it. I'm just going to change that. Oh, man. Yeah. That's pretty bad.
You messed up.
Yeah. Dwayne from Cinemania World, he's been on a few times. Well,
Yes,
he's
yep.
not really been on. He's been the voice of God.
Yep.
Where it's just a black screen.
Deuce filled in for you once
Mhm.
when we were talking about some horror movies.
Who else is there? Adam McDonald.
Yep.
Tracy, the Movies That Make Us crew, has been on.
Also, Fonz.
Fonz has been on. Cole, who was
yep.
on for multiple episodes. Yeah, just a large amount of people. Who was the person that we did the Tiger King reviews with really early on?
Oh, dude.
You remember who I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Awkward.
Is his name Jeff? Might have been Jeff. I don't know.
Jeff who?
I have no idea. Well, we'll move on from this one. So that's all the thank yous we have. Anything else you want to talk about for the 100th?
Thank you for a beautiful friendship. I mean that. And I'm just glad we're still pushing through with it.
Thank you for a beautiful friendship, and I'm glad we're pushing through it.
Don't cry.
I just wanted to say exactly what you said.
I didn't bring tissues.
I didn't bring tissues.
Well, I did, but for something else.
I brought them for something else.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Well, thank you, man, for coming along on this journey, for letting me have you do strange things. And hopefully we'll be able to come up with something cool this month and next month for a Halloween.
We love
intro.
the spooky season, so we're going to have something fun.
We need to figure out, we need to get an actor. Or is it just going to be us?
I vote Nat.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's gonna be a good soundbite. Just the
she's about to drink too.
No, we could bring people in.
Yeah, we could bring people in.
Yeah, we could do I don't know. What did you think of that Instagram guy that I sent you? There's this Instagram account that does scary shorts, and they remind me of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah,
like every time where they're all very suspenseful. He does the same thing where there's a person that's making like a movement that they like kind of freeze and make like what I want to say shiver a little, but like go back and forth.
Yeah,
and they put a fake face on him, right?
Yeah,
like a photoshopped morphed face, but it's always terrifying. But he does such a good job of it. I think we should come up with something like that.
I think it should be relatively straightforward on how to do it.
I think it should be sexual in nature.
Absolutely.
Like X or Pearl.
Maxine.
Yeah.
That was a good placement.
That was on point. I love that. Was awesome.
I thought you were hinting for me. I thought you were like telling me
Hey,
to push back.
that's what you see. Just always assume that. That was like Kill Tony level, like boom, on it with the sound effects. That was great.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a star.
That gave me goosebumps.
So yeah, we'll talk more about that later. But let's go ahead, jump into the segment that we know and love. It's
The News Say with Chazza.
It's been a interesting week of news.
Well, you got a bit of interesting news for us, Chaz.
Maybe.
What do you have for us?
Well,
Oh no, is your screen not coming up?
the screen's not coming up.
Oh, you old shipper on the old blockade.
Oh, no.
Let's talk about other things. I'm stalling for a moment. We can talk a little bit about the Acolyte season 2 is no more.
Oh no.
Oh no. The power of one. The power of one. Because there's only going to be one season.
Are you
Ooh,
happy that it got canceled?
I don't want to be gleefully happy, but because I got like because someone triggered me. I'm trying to be as honest as I can about it. Because someone triggered me, I'm gloating about their favorite thing being gone, which isn't nice.
That's not nice.
However,
so
shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. The Acolyte is
really
gone. Turn the lights
split
out.
on this.
It's what?
I'm really split on it.
Yeah.
Reason being,
in the same way that they split the Force into two people.
It's been done before.
The power. Okay, so
I'm just like, they introduced Darth Plagueis, which
I
should
know
have made all these
they shouldn't have done
neckbeards
that.
happy.
They shouldn't have done that.
But then all the neckbeards are like, that's not good enough for us. We're gonna throw a fit.
Because nobody likes those types of cameos anymore, dude. People that like those types of cameos are easy to serve. Because all they want is McDonald's. The thing that they always come back for and eat. The double never changes.
But it's a cameo that's never been done before.
McDouble never changes, right? And so that tried and true formula of like, we're going to tease something, but not really explain it yet. And do it at the last couple episodes just doesn't work.
Disagree.
Especially for a character like that.
Could have disagreed.
It's my opinion.
Okay. Well, speaking of the Acolyte, though, we did see some other news relating to it too. On top of its cancellation, right?
Oh yeah, it's canceled.
Yeah, it's canceled. But there was rumor that they were trying to get an actor on board. So will we see an actor in a future Star Wars project?
Who's this actor?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Keanu Reeves?
Yep.
As Jabba the Hutt?
Nope. I think he was supposed to play the main Jedi dude.
Slave Leia?
No.
Okay.
No.
Who would he? Who is he going to be?
The main Jedi dude in the Acolyte.
Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't like that. I think that would be tough casting with Carrie-Anne Moss already being there, and especially those two their relationship in the movie would feel a lot like Matrix. You see them on screen, you're like, oh, okay, totally 100% Matrix.
Yeah, but those characters aren't in love.
No, they're not in love, but there's like I don't know, there was kind of like a looking up to Trinity for the first episode, I think.
For
the Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was it wasn't as much a love story as much as it was she's the person that's protecting me, my guardian kind of.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that with this. The point is, if you put those two together, the first thing people are going to look towards is the Matrix.
Okay. I see that point.
That being said, I do want to see him in the Star Wars universe. I could see him as a bounty hunter, though.
That'd be dope.
He could be a awesome bounty hunter. I could see him being in the Ahsoka series.
Yeah.
I could see him.
Could you see him teaming up with Bill Burr's character?
No. Bill Burr needs something, though. I would be very interested if they brought him into the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But going back to the cancellation, I'm also disappointed a little bit because it did show a lot of cool stuff, like the bleeding of the lightsaber, We'll have the cool slow motion fights.
Well, you still have it.
All that
Like
stuff.
that stuff still exists. They're just not going to be able to keep going.
Yeah. So hopefully they bring back those elements elsewhere.
I'm sure they're going to pick the pieces of this apart, like they're scavenging, like Rey and a Star Destroyer, and they're going to figure out something else to add to it later.
But
those characters, I bet, will exist somewhere else.
Maybe
in a comic. Got him.
In better news,
Mm.
Ted Lasso got renewed.
No. That's terrible news.
Why?
Why?
Why and why?
Why do you want it to continue?
That show brought me tears.
Yeah,
Happy
and it's
tears.
over.
I know. It was a good ending, by the way, where it
Yeah.
was supposed to end.
So don't Toy Story 4 it.
I don't think they're going to.
Don't Thor 4 it.
For it.
Name a good 4.
Episode 4 of Star Wars.
No. Nope. If you're counting 4 for that, it's technically Phantom Menace. Go again.
Phantom Menace is not the
Fat
worst.
Menace. The Fat Menace is not that bad. I know you looked me up and down and said Fat Menace.
The Boys. Season 4 is not bad. The
No,
Wire
the-
season 4 is not bad.
Wait,
the Sopranos season 4 isn't
I
bad.
actually
Game of
thought
Thrones season
season-
4 isn't bad.
No, you can't compare those.
Dude,
You can't
homie,
compare them because they didn't already end.
homie.
Ted Lasso ended.
Justified season 4 is really good.
Leave comments below. Did Ted Lasso conclude with season 3?
Of course it concluded. But
So-
then they have more stories to tell.
Yeah, they do, but let's dig into the
What's 'cause
story because
some
we
of the
need to talk
criticism
about who-
was it left some chapters.
we need to talk about who is
open-ended.
returning.
Everybody.
Is it rumored that Jason Sudeikis is returning?
Yes, they're all
I think
reprised.
it's only rumored.
No, they're all reprised.
The others are confirmed. Like we know for sure that Hannah Waddingham, Brett Goldstein, and who's the one that's
Jeremy Swift,
yeah.
Leslie Higgins.
So with that in mind, I don't see a good reason to bring Jason Sudeikis back. If they do that,
why?
They're undoing what was a good conclusion. Which, by the way, I disagree. I don't think it was a very good conclusion either. Ted Lasso season 3 was the weakest of the seasons.
So why are you complaining about season 4 to tie everything up?
Because now it's going to be like Dexter.
No.
You know what Dexter's doing right
No,
now?
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
they're gonna
No,
do,
no,
they're gonna
no, no, no,
conclude
no,
the
no, no.
series, and it's like, oh, that sucked. And then they're gonna be like, but wait, we've got one more in us. We got one more season. We're gonna fix the problem, guys. We're sorry. We're ready. And then that one bombs. Everybody's like, that sucks. And what did they just announce in Comic-Con? We've got a
Yeah.
new show. We're gonna bring it back. And here, look here. Here's
That's not what they're doing here, though.
no.
They're
it's-
continuing this story. They're not doing a side spin-off, anything like that.
They continued the stories with Dexter, and they did a side story. I would have been more okay if this just became its own thing.
No.
Yeah, just
No.
a whole new show.
Why are you not happy? Ted Lasso brings happiness.
It does, but I want quality with my happiness. Otherwise, it's annoying.
Apple TV produces high quality content compared to Netflix.
Yes, they do. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
So there's
With that
that.
being said, no to a season 4 of Ted Lasso. Yes to a Hannah Waddingham led with Brett Goldstein women's soccer team thing. That would be interesting.
Now, what if they brought Shrinking and Ted Lasso together?
Why?
It's the same. Well, it's the same
And
producers.
you know what? I would prefer them finish Shrinking before they go back to Ted Lasso,
Shrinking's very good too.
because now the focus is like Shrinking needs the Ted Lasso audience
It is. Yep.
because they're very similar to each other. If you're bringing in a season 4 of Ted Lasso and you have Shrinking, what's the one that someone's more likely to watch?
Ted Lasso, obviously.
Then I say give Shrinking more of a chance before you bring back Ted Lasso. Not necessary at this point. You should build that show.
Fair.
Actually, I thought that was a fair point.
That's a fair point.
Fair point.
I have no arguments on that.
Oh man, but sorry to bum you out.
It's okay.
Eh.
I thought because we were
Well,
talking
a
about
lot
it
of people are
before,
going
and
to say that they were excited. They're excited. I'm in the outlier with that.
yeah, you actually did a good job covering your emotions because we were talking about it before.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, we were talking about before
I almost
upstairs.
swore, you son of a bitch. What do you mean?
Like upstairs, we're talking about it,
I'm going to attack you.
and then we're sitting on the floor. I was like, "Oh yeah, Ted Lasso." You didn't let on at all that you weren't happy about it. This is news to me.
Oh, shock and awe, yeah.
So
Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
there's that too.
That might, no, I remember you saying it.
All right, 3 more things. We'll go to really quick. I thought this was interesting. It's not really newsworthy. How much do you think Lord of the Rings people get paid or got paid?
Get paid.
Get paid.
How much do you get paid, my boy?
Like
Well,
how?
do they base it off of type of orc?
No, so like Kate Blanchett, guess how much she got paid for it?
So we're talking about the Warner Brothers one.
Yeah.
Okay. From what I've seen, they weren't paid much.
Correct. Orlando Bloom, for example, only got, I can't believe, only, this is a lot of money to us, but 175 grand.
No royalties for anything.
Nope.
Crazy.
But they all said they don't regret it at all.
Well, because it's a part of film history now, right?
Yeah.
They spent 4 years
Yep.
in New Zealand. They had to uproot their entire lives to go over there. Warner Brothers gave them a crazy idea to make all of them at once. Like,
yep,
that doesn't necessarily happen for 3 movies at least. That being said, they should have been paid, and hopefully there's something that can be done.
Hopefully.
I'm a fan of
like,
fixing some stuff.
So like Peter Jackson's a billionaire, right?
Mm.
Do you know how he became a billionaire? And it's not from making Lord of the Rings.
I have no idea.
It's because he had a lot of money invested in Weta.
Oh, okay.
And then that got sold, and it's the same technology that James Cameron's using for Avatar.
Well, and Weta was used for Gollum, right?
Yeah, all the CG, all that stuff.
So it's kind of like the Deadpool director also being the VFX person.
Yeah.
Or like Godzilla -1's director also being a visual effects person.
Yep. So that's where he got all his money from, though, was when that company sold.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Hey,
But
that Lucas got his money from toys.
And then this is just interesting too. I think it's cool that younger actors are speaking out about Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
In a sense.
I see the title and I'm terrified. I didn't know you put this in. Okay, go on. Oh no. Chaz.
Dude,
what have you done?
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
Maybe I should talk about it.
Okay, talk about it then. Speak your truth.
Well, no, it's just they're saying that when things become too PC, politically correct, it hinders a lot of creativity and according to some actors or actresses, lose a lot of our humanity and integrity.
By being politically correct?
Yeah. Guess who said that?
Is it the one that had a movie recently with a teacher having a relationship with a student?
Yeah, it's also one that has a upcoming movie with the old Batman.
You know, this is the second time that this movie has talked about political correctness. The other time, if you don't know what he's alluding to, he's talking about Beetlejuice, and the actress is Jenna Ortega. Michael Keaton went on record a couple days ago to say he tried very hard to make sure that this movie didn't have the political correctness stuff in it, and that he wanted to keep it whatever it was to him back when he was doing it when he was younger.
Was it that controversial back then?
Well, that was my question. Yeah, it was for sure. If you think about what Beetlejuice is there to do, like,
actually, don't.
He just wants the daughter. That's pretty much all he really cares about at that point. But I don't know. This is one of those things where it's like, does this conversation need to be had? I'm imagining some journalist thinking that this is a clever thing to say, but to me, it's like, I don't care as long as it's funny and it works.
Yeah.
Do it. But the conversation doesn't need to be brought up.
I don't know,
As
man.
long as you just
Because
do something with intention.
Let's think of some movies like Super Bad, for example, could not be made today. Tropic Thunder could not be made today.
You see, and I almost disagree with that even.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's something to where Tropic Thunder could be made today.
Really?
I do.
You're gonna have to stand your ground on this because I don't think there's any way in hell it could get made today.
No? You don't think people could see through the satire?
Absolutely not. With how literal everybody's become with everything.
I don't know. I think when moments like these exist, that's when those films show up.
What was going on then?
Like a counterculture film.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like one of those is due.
I agree, but
that's where I'm saying
that's where
Tropic
she's
Thunder
saying
could be made.
You're right, but she's saying everybody's being too PC about everything right now, so
I know,
it's not going to get made.
and I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
I disagree.
If we're talking about like Disney Pictures,
I
sure.
think what she's
The
saying,
movies that she's doing, sure.
I think what she's saying is there's too many people playing it too safe and not taking risk, which is something I've brought
And
up
I'll
a couple
ask
times.
her has she watched any A24 movie?
Right, that's an independent studio though.
Any horror film of this year?
Dude, this year has a theme of something going on.
There has been 3 full frontal birth scenes.
Yeah,
this
buddy.
year. I thought maybe 1 a year. Didn't think 3. Really only thought none. But yeah, we're having weird risks being taken.
But are they risks?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when it's with studios that maybe aren't big ones.
Like what?
Neon.
Neon's known to take risks though. Those indie features are going to take risks.
Say that
but she's talking about Hollywood as a whole. Like these studios, the big studios.
Make a generalization about Hollywood when we know that there's studios that are taking risks.
But they're not part of the mainstream Hollywood.
A24, I would argue, is.
They're becoming slowly that, yes.
So I would 100% say that they are a part of it.
Like I wouldn't be surprised.
And any of the subsidiary companies that only put out their Oscar movies, like Focus Features, still comes from Fox, right?
Comcast.
Comcast. But doesn't Comcast own Fox?
No.
Oh.
Not that I know of.
20th Century Entertainment. Or Fox Searchlight.
That's Fox, which is owned by Disney, right?
Right. So that's a big company that might be. I don't know if they're taking so many risks with that, but at the same time, Alien Romulus, there's a pregnancy scene right there.
First Omen too.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you could argue story-wise they weren't taking risks, but I don't know. I think she would need to explain herself a little bit better than this, which is why I think it's weird to make these things anyway without it being a full podcast where they can actually respond and stuff, be challenged on it.
That's fair.
Because to me, it sounds like she's saying, all the movies I get don't take risks.
That's not what I got from that at all.
Okay. What do you think?
I already said what I think. I think she's saying it's just the main Hollywood system is not willing to take risks, and they're just willing to pander to the audiences. They're more about let's make movies for the audience rather than for the artists and creatives behind the project, right?
Right.
Which is understandable. I mean, they're the ones financing it, all this stuff, right? But I'm with her where I'm like these big studio films aren't going to be taking the risks. Wolverine and Deadpool did not take any risks at all.
Goodness. And it comes back to Sean.
I didn't say him by name. But
you didn't have to.
But I'm just saying I kind of agree because like a lot of the big studio films are very boring as of the last couple of years, right?
I would say Deadpool and Wolverine did take a lot of risks. It was very risky to bring back Wolverine.
There was nothing risky about that. There was guaranteed money.
Well, sure, in a box office sense, but in a character sense,
he did nothing for his character.
An integrity for Hugh Jackman and
he lost all integrity except in that role.
Oh my God, Chaz!
Anything for the paycheck. I get it though.
No,
dude,
he wanted to do it because he had a midlife crisis. Get it right.
Well, I'm saying like if he got paid Robert Downey Jr. level of money for
which
likely,
because
Robert Downey made $90 million for Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would be willing to accept a role like that for $90 million. I don't care about the backlash. Play it
Right.
safe all you want, you know?
But that's not what I'm talking about with Deadpool and Wolverine. I think it was risky to bring back Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
No.
Because he had such a good conclusion. Much like bringing back Ted Lasso season 4 would be a problem to me. Because it's like, I don't know if they can pull it off.
Right. But they're taking a risk.
And they didn't end on a very high note either. Wolverine arguably left on his highest note with Logan. So it was risky for that. And I think it paid off. You can always argue that a known property that already does great stuff and is already the number 2 and 3 highest grossing films for R-rated films is not taking a risk. I get that. But it's risky for them to have done the character things they did with Wolverine.
Disagree.
Totally.
Disagree.
I love the lighting on your face. I just am like drawn to you.
Is it my eyes?
It's the yellow skin that you have.
Okay, Simpsons. Last piece of news. Dear Francis Ford Coppola.
Capolera.
We love you so much.
Look what they've done to my boy.
For creating some of the best films in film history.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love the weirdness.
You're going to need to get a lot of sound effects up for this guy.
Surrounding your next movie, Megalopolis.
Megalopolis.
You saw the trailer for it recently, yeah?
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about this. Okay. So a trailer for Megalopolis comes out, and it's I don't think it's on the internet anymore.
Nope.
They
took it down.
It just shows a ton of critics quotes of films that this guy had made. So like Bram Stoker's Dracula, showing critics panning it. Godfather showing critics panning
Apocalypse Now
showing critics panning it.
Yep.
Was there any others?
There's
and then they're
more.
like and Lawrence Fishburne Lawrence Fishburne is narrating the whole thing, and he's like some directors are ahead of their time, basically saying like critics suck, right? And then it cuts into the trailer.
Yes.
Yep. So this chump, well, I can't call him the chump.
I don't think
right?
it was even him.
I don't think, and that's what's so funny
It's
about
the marketing
it is because he woke up like, why am I trending? I think he's too old to be online, so he has no idea.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about this dumb marketing company, and let me tell you exactly what happened. I know what happened, right?
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Some intern who's underpaid and hungover got into work, and someone's like, oh man, we need to do something to stand out with this Megalopolis trailer. It's already getting panned by critics. And he was like, oh yeah. He went to ChatGPT, searched what are all the negative movie reviews about Francis Ford Coppola movies, and then it went bleh, and then gave him all of this stuff. He copy pasted, did not check, and made the trailer.
Yep.
That's exactly right, right?
And it turns out none of it is true at all. Of all 4 quotes that they pulled, each one was wrong.
Right.
Receipts, proof, timeline,
Absolutely.
Yep, that's amazing.
It is amazing.
I think it's ridiculous that nobody checked that.
But
you are a film in an industry where you have shown this in film festivals, and still this company thinks it's a good idea to chat GPT like proof answers and just not double check anything.
But
and our jobs are safe, people. If that tells you anything, this thing is dumb. It is. It just regurgitates what the internet is in gobbledygook recyclable stuff.
But
I do believe in the dead internet theory now, by the way.
It's creepy, isn't it?
There's a thing with Destiny that came out this week.
Ooh.
I don't know if our fan base even knows who Destiny is. We could talk about that later.
Okay.
Remind me though.
Okay. We'll talk about it. But I do want to say on this trailer, it matches the weirdness of the campaign that they've had so far for the marketing.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much weirdness surrounding the premise of the movie, the quality of the movie, and just the reactions of the movie, right? You're hearing all angles at all times. So the fact this trailer had wrong quotes and the intent was to try and dig at the critics, it kind of goes along with the marketing of the movie. Like it kind of fits in place with what it is. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was on purpose either.
Well, and they're not the first ones to do this. Gotti famously did a marketing campaign, which this came from our best friends over at MoviePass. That was like, critics put out the hit on Gotti.
Yeah.
Audiences loved it. Who are you gonna trust? The real fans or a nerd behind a desk or something like that?
Oh God.
So it's like that didn't work. Must be the same company that did it. The same trailer house, but that trailer house was fired.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was confirmed that it was fired. But that was a fascinating story to start the week with.
Yeah.
I was on the side of this ain't right, guys.
But also love, so we're reading this off Variety. Variety also did a hit piece on him like about 2-3 weeks ago about unprofessional behavior on set, right?
Oh, and then there was footage of him
Footage-
trying to kiss on young ladies.
Yeah, and then one of the young ladies actually came out saying that's not what was happening at all.
What was happening?
She was very permissive of it. Like it was all part of a thing they were rehearsing out and stuff.
Mm.
And she said there were supposed to be no cell phones on set, all this stuff. But so it's interesting that Variety still included that link in this article when that's been kind of debunked. That specific footage, at least. But I'm not going to comment on anything else on that.
But they would have had to have had somebody say they didn't like it too.
Yeah.
For the reports to initially come out.
Maybe.
So it seems like he had behavior on set that this actress was more okay with than another one.
Probably. In which, like I said,
So I don't want to discredit if there was actual
Yeah,
accusations or something that came out.
No, and
He seems to want to go after critics though.
Well, do you blame him?
Nah.
He fronted 120 million of his own money.
Nobody liked his films. None of the critics liked his films, Chaz. Can you believe it?
Do you know who he is?
I saw Roger Ebert had said for Bram Stoker's Dracula, I'd rather piss in my hands and lap it up like a good boy.
Do you like his movies?
Roger Ebert?
No. Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm gonna have to change my opinion now, just so that they get some good quotes to put up.
Here. Goodbye.
So I might have to switch up my thoughts on things just to give them a good line, since they can't come up with any on their own.
Do you know who his nephew is?
Oh yeah, it's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Man
My
with the
guy.
plan.
By the way, Long Legs is out on digital now.
Oh yeah, Long Legs. I tried to get Nat to watch it. She won't do it.
Nah, you have to watch the Long Legs.
Please, honey.
No.
Why?
Because it looks creepy. I don't want to
It's
see that.
it's so
But
great.
it's not. It's about music.
No, it's not.
It's about music.
No, it's not.
Chaz.
It's about music.
It's about music. It's about love.
Be cool.
Love
Don't
for
be all,
Satan.
Like uncool.
No. This is the true story based on the best-selling fiction. And
yeah.
And it's definitely one that you'll watch with me, right? We can watch scary movies together. She won't watch it because it's scary.
You'll like it.
Looky out.
So anyways, that's all I got for the news. Did you want to cover one more with the drama with that movie that came out last week?
Oh, how much time? How long have we been going now?
You are almost at an hour. You're 59 minutes.
Hey, this has been it's the 100th episode. We just talk about whatever at this point. Yes. Okay. It ends with us. Disclaimer. First thing we have to say with this. Throw up that spoiler alert button. All right, so we're going to be talking about spoilers from It Ends With Us as we talk about all of the drama behind it. But first of all, we just want to make sure that we're telling people that we're not trying to trivialize domestic abuse, domestic violence, the critiques I have with this movie are based on I don't know, much like with every film with me, I think there's always got to be a little bit of your opinion with it to make it your own review. And so I have my own relationships with that kind of stuff. And some of the things to me in the end did not feel genuine or realistic into what like a real life scenario would do. And so that kind of undersold what it was trying to do. But maybe don't let good be the enemy. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Is that the saying?
I've never heard that, but
Nat, isn't there a saying that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So like, does it have good intentions? Absolutely. And I do think that the people that do see this and feel something are completely valid. That being said, it's spicy on the other end of this thing. Like the behind the scenes stuff, and we really don't know much of anything. It started early on with the red carpet stuff on It Ends With Us. Blake Lively and everybody were on the red carpet, but noticeably everybody. Can you look up the director's name, Han, real quick?
Yeah, it's Justin Baldoni.
I'm gonna say just Justin. So director Justin is Baldoni. He was on the red carpet, and noticeably separate from everybody. Then super sleuths, also known as weirdos, that like to be like the Blake Lively fan pages
Yeah.
and stuff, which that probably was rude. They're probably nice people. They're
weird.
Well, they find a lot of information quick, which I don't
Weird.
know if their fans if they do that too much to
It's weird.
celebrities. They ended up finding out that she unfollowed the director, old Justy boy.
How do you do that much? How do you know where to look?
I don't know. Well, because they saw they were like, that's sus, when they were watching the red carpet thing. So they looked up and noticed that they weren't following. Then they started noticing that none of the cast were following the director anymore. So Justin was all alone. But they were doing this red carpet tour, and a couple things have happened during that based on junket interviews and on just promoting the film itself. Both come from Blake Lively. First one, she was doing an interview with Jake Hamilton over it's a Chicago station, and he had asked her what her reaction to people would be if they were to come to talk to her about like domestic abuse or something, like how should they engage with them. And she just gave like a really callous response, like, oh, do they want my home address? Do they want to come talk to me personally? It was very weird.
That was weird.
And he was like, he handled it fine, like you kind of just have to roll with whatever. But you could see in the video how uncomfortable her co-star was as she was giving that response. The other thing is, as she's been doing the just the regular promos for it, at one point you can hear her kind of giving a little bit of a Barbie sell to this, a film about domestic abuse, by going, make sure that you bring your girls, wear your florals, which people have argued is like trivializing the thing. Then from that point on, there's just been like steady leaks of stuff. So nobody really knows what Justin did, but he had to have done something, right?
That I don't know.
I'm
not going to.
Have I been given? Is this good tea? Do you like the tea?
I like the tea.
How hard are you sipping?
Anything goes in Hollywood behind the scenes, right?
Yep.
So if because he's the director, right, Justin?
He's the director and he's the co-star.
And so he is the one who hired a PR firm.
Right.
Okay.
And this is where the plot thickens.
Okay.
Because he hires a PR firm
Okay.
who also represented Harvey Weinstein.
Oh God.
And also represented I'm probably not remembering it, Kevin Spacey, I believe.
So basically predators.
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
However,
Uh-huh.
the only things that have come out is like a TMZ report that's like sources close to Blake Lively say the issue occurred when he has a bad back apparently, and there's a scene where he's picking up Blake Lively's character, and so he goes to the movement coordinator and to like the health people there to find out how much she weighs so that he can do the workouts to be able to properly hold her without blowing out his back. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Second thing is he apparently kissed her too long during a sequence.
Okay.
Those are the only two things we know. So here at Gaggle of Geeks, we don't speculate. But is she in the wrong? I'm just kidding.
Because I also heard it might have to do with her having a final say in the final cut because she's a producer. And
Well,
then
apparently Ryan Reynolds rewrote a lot of stuff, which is interesting. And he has said a couple things like, I think she can direct stuff all on her own. She can do her own thing. But you see the level of response that they both give for the movie and the answers. And Twitter is kind of standing this guy in a way, in a way that I don't like, because to me, he had to have done something. Like, I don't believe the reports are the worst thing, and we just don't know yet. But for him to get counsel like that's the thing that is the red flag to me, because it's like, what'd you do, Justin?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Come on, Gaggle of Geeks, and talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could get an exclusive. Do you know the sound effect we'd press if he was a bad guy? Just like a fart noise. Oh yeah,
That was a wet one.
Yeah, because he's a shittti,
Yeah.
poison.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
A moisty poop.
So from what you haven't seen any of this stuff, right?
I just, like I said, I saw glimpses of headlines, but not. Never
I
saw
am
the
curious
movie,
what people
so
think. We're gonna need to hear what people think about this. So leave a comment on down below. Are you team Blake Lively? Oh, there's another thing that happened too. There was an unrelated junket that came out from a journalist that was like my worst interview that almost made me want to quit. And it was with Blake Lively and Parker Posey for a Woody Allen film, which that does not help her case. In it, Blake Lively's pregnant. She had announced that she was pregnant 2 months prior. So this journalist knew that, and as she sat down to kind of greet them, she kind of motioned to her stomach, and she was like, "Congratulations on your cute little bump." And then Blake Lively looked up at her and said, "Congratulations on your cute little bump." And for the rest of the interview, avoided eye contact with her. And any question she had, she just was totally dismissive of. Like, she was talking about the movie was like a period piece, and so she was wanting to ask questions about the costumes. She's like, I bet no man would ever be asked that kind of question. And then she would only look at Parker Posey and like, don't you agree? And was like just totally dismissing the interviewer. So cards were being stacked against her. But the twist is, people are arguing that this is coming right after he hired that counsel. So is this coming from the lawyers doing a targeted smear campaign against Blake Lively because there's something bigger on the horizon?
It's a lot of juicy drama.
It's so juicy, you could juice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel informed enough to have a unbiased
Then
opinion.
what was this whole thing for?
Just to hear your thoughts on it.
I informed you. I gave you the whole side, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Make your judgment.
I think Hollywood can be full of divas both behind the camera and on camera.
All right. Nat, what's your judgment?
Oh,
this is the gossip. The gossip one means that our opinions don't matter.
Yeah.
And if it comes back to bite us, it's okay.
Yeah, but if it's
just don't say something awful.
Well, I'm just saying if it's domestic abuse related, I want to make sure I'm not.
Right now, she seems like a mean girl.
Yes.
But and
also,
I don't think this negates she's kind of a mean girl to junket people. Like that is problematic to me at the end of the day.
Yeah, well,
because there's no need for it. It's already so uncomfortable. You only have 4 minutes with these people. You're doing like hundreds of them.
But also,
so for her to snap like that, even after announcing that she's pregnant, is what's confusing to me.
Well, what's weird too is Ryan Reynolds rewrote some of the script.
Mm-hmm.
When's have he been known for writing?
Oh, he co-wrote Deadpool 2, I think a little more.
Okay, he only got writing credit because he was improving.
But he was writing Deadpool 3.
Right. I don't.
So there you go.
But it's Ryan Reynolds. He's not.
I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe he ghost improved on some movies.
No.
ghost written some stuff. I could see him possibly getting writing
That-
credits for it.
but
if
that
he's an
to me
exec
is like a
producer, he definitely could do that.
That to me is a success power move where it's like, I'm so successful and well known, I can do whatever the F I want, right?
Right.
So if he's doing that on his wife's project because she's the producer and butting heads with the director,
Mhm.
then I can see where the conflict would start right away. And if he's asking quite like as someone with a bad back, I kind of understand why he's asking about,
Right.
her weight.
Well,
It
and he's
wasn't
the
to be
he's the director.
Yeah.
He's both that and the actor.
But if she's gonna
But he had to have done
take
something
stuff
else.
personal,
The whole cast. Like either she got everyone.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
She got everyone on her side, right?
Which wouldn't be surprising since
Which
she
if
is a
something
producer.
terrible happened, that would be.
Right.
Or
like, does she have more control of the movie than he did?
I do wonder about that because from what I understand, the person that wrote the book said that they wanted him to also act in it too.
Yeah.
So he had to do that because of the author. So maybe he had more say because he was doing that. But either way, that's the juicy Sousey.
Interesting. We'll be curious to see what comes out in the next couple weeks.
Gaggle of Goss. That would be a fun
Dude.
segment. Yeah.
You heard that. Gaggle of Goss.
Get the frug out of here.
Flug.
Flug and frug.
Love it.
Yep, it's a good one. All right, where are we at now? What are we
Time
doing?
for Jay's hot takes.
Oh snap! Okay, we still don't have an intro for him, but our boy Jay is coming back with us again for another debate, and boy, I'm nervous about this one because not only is he giving us a new challenge, but he's going to tell us who the winner was from the last week. Now is Jay? He's online at all?
No.
No. Okay, so doubt. Maybe just send him a link just in case.
Okay.
And we can see if we can get him on after, because I'm sure he'd want to be on for the 100th episode, right?
Yeah.
If he's available. If not, that's okay, Jay. No worries. But
do we have any comments so far?
You got one comment that says gang gang.
Oh no.
But that's it.
Gang gang.
Gang
It's
gang.
Theo Vaughn.
Oh.
Gang gang. Yeah.
I have thoughts.
Who was
on
that?
Hold on, I'm sending Jay a message.
Sorry, I'm making you do everything.
I can't do everything.
Come on, producer.
I'm sorry. Film track.
Film track.
Film track said gang gang.
Gang
Gang
gang.
gang.
Track on.
Ooh. Well,
Okay.
now we're
Now
dead air.
it's time
Hold on.
for Jay's hot takes.
Yeah.
Well. So you guys want to know who won between Patrick and Chaz in the last debate. This one goes to your boy Chaz, making it 1-1 in the fight-off to see who will suffer at the end of Week 10 of this competition. Today, we are talking some of the most extraordinary and legendary artists to ever hit the silver screen. These ladies here have done some iconic work throughout their entire career, and I want to see them get the credit they deserve, and I want to see someone fight and defend them. So, with that being said, Chaz, you get the most impeccable Helen Mirren. Patrick, you get the iconic and still going and kicking, because this black don't crack, Angela Bassett, my friend. I want to see it nice, clean, easy, and simple. We know the things that these ladies have done. Let's show them the respect that they deserve. Let's get it on.
Thank you, Jay. Well, I think it's time to take you out because Angela Bassett is way more prolific in her work than Helen Mirren ever could have been.
Name 5 of her movies.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Other thing. Your turn. Your turn, Chaz. No! No. Chaz, your turn. You name 3.
Was she in 101 Dalmatians? Or is that a different actress?
That was Glenn Close.
Oh my
Nope.
goodness.
Helen Mirren. Oh, Devil
Oh,
Wears
no.
Devil Wears Prada?
That's
No.
Meryl Streep.
His is way worse.
I
So
don't know.
we're
I'm
only gonna
sorry.
win by negatives here. Like it's not gonna be points for both of us.
Oh, what's a movie Helen Mirren's been in? This is so embarrassing.
Fast and the Furious.
Green Lantern.
As who?
Angela Bassett was in Green Lantern.
Well, she was.
Yep, she was the first who Viola Davis plays.
Oh, I'm gonna say this is how I'm gonna start this. I believe Helen Mirren has won a few Oscars. At least she hasn't.
I believe.
At least she hasn't been snubbed like Angela Bassett has.
Oh, so point to Angela Bassett for being the true better.
Is it though? Because
she basically told everybody she's the preferred.
She deserves recognition.
Well, we're
I'm
gonna
not
have to
familiar
look
with
up
Helen
the
Mirren.
awards stuff. Nat, do you have anything on awards?
Yes. So they both have won awards. Helen Mirren does have more. But so Helen Mirren received
You're gonna have to list some movies
Best
because we suck.
Actress and Best Supporting Actress, 2 of each. And then Angela Bassett has won Best Supporting Actress and Best Actress.
Okay, list some movies for us, hon.
Okay.
I feel so bad.
Yeah,
Well,
Jay. Maybe sometimes we need some early warning so we can be prepared, and it's not just embarrassing for the first half.
Angela Bassett
Oh no.
she was nominated for Best Actress for What's Love Got to Do with It.
That
And she
movie.
was nominated for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I already listed that one.
Quiet.
Do you listed?
She's received many Emmy nominations for The Rosa Parks Story, American
She's on
Horror
911.
Story.
American Horror Story?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Master of None, A Black Lady Sketch Show. She's won some Screen Actors Guild awards for Black Panther.
Here, go to her filmography.
I could look up Helen Mirren.
Yeah, you look up Helen Mirren at the same time.
Her films include and TV series 911,
Mhm.
Damsel, Orion in the Dark. Black
Wait, she was in
Panther.
Damsel?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Gwendolyn Wild. Horizon. Oh, she was in a video game. Horizon Forbidden West.
Mm.
Soul. She was in Avengers.
Oh, Contact.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, this is so bad. Basically, Avengers Endgame. Bumblebee.
ER.
Well, we suck.
Whoa.
I don't need to hear anymore.
She has an extensive filmography.
Helen Mirren.
And I knew all of them.
Was dating Liam Neeson at one point in time.
Apparently he's got quite a hog on him.
I'm not familiar with a lot of her work. Like I don't know who she is in Fast and Furious.
Oh, well, she's the Shaw mom. Shaw family mom.
Yeah.
But otherwise you've not seen any Helen Mirren stuff.
I'm not familiar.
Well, Jay, you've got a fun one ahead of you.
Like she was in Red and Red 2, but I don't remember who she played in those.
Oh boy. Okay, well.
Oh man.
In this case, Jay.
Winchester.
Oh boy. I think the default is I won in this.
Yeah.
But not by points, more by negatives than anything. So sorry, man.
That was rough.
Yeah, I'm ashamed.
Terrible.
That was not a good 100 episode.
Yeah, well, we were thrown off by female actress. We have to.
You two don't respect prolific actresses in Hollywood.
Oh,
who said
snap.
that?
Me.
Oh. Let's fight, but
you
no.
don't respect women.
Oh, snap.
Well, because you guys are supposed to be in the kitchen.
Whoa. Whoa, 100th episode.
Just kidding.
Frank, get him.
You know what? I will just say you definitely won that one.
Yeah. Well, it's up to Jay.
But
Jay's gonna be so mad.
Jay, I want to know.
Let's apologize to Jay.
Well,
Jay, sorry for us
No,
not
no,
being.
no.
Oh,
Jay,
sorry.
you have to name 5 different movies that Angela Bassett and Helen Mirren have been in on the spot.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that though.
And then you have to say
We
why.
just listed a ton of them.
Oh, okay, but you have to say what your favorite movies are of theirs and why you chose these 2 actresses.
Why are you giving him homework? It's our thing.
Because I'm not familiar with Helen Mirren's work. And
So
it's
why
really
why are
weird.
you assuming that he's not familiar?
Because I want to know what he has to say.
Jay, I
How do you get a
support you,
job
and that's why
here,
you should pick me.
Face?
Yeah.
It's why you should pick me, Jay, because I support you, and I can't wait to see you in a couple weeks. Which, by the way,
That's biased.
maybe that's the final thing to talk about is Jay being a part of this show from the beginning too, right?
Jay has been a huge part of the show since the beginning.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't have done it for a lot of things with him, and he was always our fan that keeps us going in the chats. Always wants to contribute.
Were you connected with him before the podcast?
I genuinely, he tells me what it is, but I think he just kind of appeared like a magical, amazing man that just
Because you also had a
he
huge
was just
YouTube.
so like he was so fun to interact with at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it was like from the very first videos I did
From YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Just in the regular Patrick Beatty reviews thing.
That's what I was wondering. Because I'm like, you had stuff going on before the podcast. I wonder how many people transferred over and followed you through all those.
Probably just Jay.
I doubt that.
Realistically,
I doubt that.
I don't know if there's any that's from YouTube days up to now. Because once I stopped doing YouTube and went broadcast, I noticed a significant decrease in, just like tuning in, at least on the YouTube side. I get viewership in a different area
Yeah.
and it's bigger, but yeah, I don't know. One day maybe I'll do another regular review, but that seems like work. This is good enough. This is fun enough.
Love it.
Well,
You ready for your game?
Oh, yeah.
It's the final segment of this episode, and Nat has got something that we're probably going to fail at again, if we're being honest. I'll see how this will go. I need my Red Bull.
All right, everyone. We are going to play Who Said It? I'm going to read a quote. One of these 2 gentlemen has said these quotes at some point in the duration of this show, and you guys have to guess who said it.
Do we have to guess which episode it's from, too?
No.
Oh.
No, just who said it.
Obviously, we couldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Quote number 1.
Oh boy.
I enjoy the runoff of a Chippendales dancer.
Patrick.
That is correct.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. That sounds
You said
made
that
up.
as Ken Greasel.
No.
Isn't that your favorite character, too?
Ken Greasel is really upsetting. Okay. Quote number 2.
I need to go back and watch this now. Oh no.
Quote number 2.
Okay.
Cindy Lou was my first childhood crush.
Chaz.
That is correct.
I don't know who Cindy Lou is.
Cindy Lou Who
Oh.
From the Grinch.
from The Grinch.
Oh.
She's my age.
Instead of your heart growing 3 times
Oh
inside.
God.
What's her Taylor Momsen or something like that? I
Yes.
think that's her name.
Yeah.
Okay. She's in the
Okay.
band now.
She looks like Mr. Beast.
No, she does not.
Mr. Beast kind of looks like a Who.
He does look like a Who.
There you go.
A scammer Who.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop. Okay. Next quote. Martin Scorsese finally felt a boner for the first time after watching this scene.
Patrick.
Nope, that was you.
Which episode was that?
I don't remember. I didn't
Oh,
write down
boy.
the episodes.
Chaz.
He got a boner from seeing this scene.
I think you were talking about It might have been
It could
a
have
Zack
been anything.
Snyder thing. I don't remember.
It might have been a Zack Snyder thing. Maybe
Okay.
during the watch party.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, it probably was from a watch party.
No regrets.
Okay. Quote number 4. Is Batman a selfish lover?
That's Patrick.
That was Patrick.
Yeah.
Quote
I
number
get to
5.
decide before she gives the answer.
He only has 3 teeth, but he didn't go to school either.
Patrick.
That's
Chaz.
correct.
Damn it. What was the first quote again?
I enjoy the runoff of a Chippendales dancer.
Who comes up with something like that?
Okay. Number 6. That's when I knew I had a foot fetish.
Chaz.
That was Chaz.
Yeah.
I do not have
There's a
foot
good
fetish.
reason why I know it's not me.
I want to know why you said that.
I don't remember. And the last one. Mr. Rogers sucks.
That was me.
No, that was Chaz.
That's something I would say.
Nobody go and watch Ken Griesel. I'm going to remove that from the internet
No,
today.
You got to keep that on.
Should we take it off, honey?
No, you gotta leave it. As much as I want it gone personally, just for my own peace, I think you should probably leave it up.
She's actually disappointed you didn't dress up as him on
Ooh,
the
please don't do that again.
anniversary.
Well, because it costs like $80 to do. Might be worth it. Maybe it could be another bald character. I think we should introduce a new character that shows up 1 to 2 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I telling you that right now?
I don't know.
Make sense.
Having a business meeting.
Business. Well, Nat, thank you so much. That was really funny. Those are some good quotes. I like those lines a lot.
Bonus points to anyone who can find those episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And let us
bonus points if you can find some runoff of a Chippendales dancer.
Ew, like a little sweat trail.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. I won't back down.
Are you gonna bean dip the Chippendale dancer?
No, I'm gonna do. Nope. Not that. All right, Chaz. Well, 100 episodes. May there be 100 more. Hopefully, we get to bring back our old friends. We get to meet new friends and just a whole new journey. So I'm excited to take it with you, my friend.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you.
Thank you to Nat. Thank you to Jay. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of this. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like. Check out our Instagram. We're going to start putting out clips again pretty soon here. So let us know what you want to see later on. And yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to end up doing questions and stuff for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll set up the email for that too.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Flug on.